Hello, everybody. Twisted D4E here, and I want to welcome you all to me continuing to read Love and Swing, Xenovia X Reader, or in this case, for some reason I always have to double check how I put it. Xenovia Quarta, and I always say first name, but I say Xenovia Quarta X Archer Rose. It was morning when the alarm went off. I believe I was trying to start this chapter, but I ended my recording quickly because I was like really tired at the time. Anyway, it was morning when the alarm went off, and Zenobia was laying on top of your chest. Good morning. How's your head feeling? She runs her hand through your hair. I feel fog, you replied. Is your mind okay? Do you remember anything? I had my first kiss, you smile. So you remember. Okay, great. We should get a move on. All right, I'm gonna wash up real quick. I'll be quick if you need help getting dressed. You head into the bathroom and clean up your face. All injuries show no marks as well. Thanks to Asia, it's back to the grind. You go back into the room, so you and Zenobia gonna get dressed. At the club room, tea is prepared as everyone gathers around. You look out the window towards the main building of the school. Is something troubling you? Asked Kiba. I wouldn't say trouble is the word. Just trying to process everything in my head. All that's happened and the injuries make it a slow process. Kiba, can I ask you something? Yeah, go for it, he smiled. Any advice for a new guy? Stay determined, work hard, never quit. He winked. Yeah, Blondie. Good work. So do you say, so, Archer, we got a few summoning requests. Can you manage one for me? Asked Rias. Yeah, sure. I know I can't teleport, just give me the address. Can I go with him? Asked Xenovia. Sorry, sorry, dear, but I have a job for you as well," said Rias. Okay, then, be quick, Archer. She let out a sigh. Apologies. Some of my next door neighbors are being a little loud, the kids. So if you hear that, I apologize. All right, I'll try and be quick. You pedal the bike they supplied you until you show up at the house. Lights are on, but the door is cracked open. Your left arm tenses. What the hell is this? I know it's a summoning request, but you see, told me a lot of times this is it's just normal people. Like he watches anime, games, and reads manga and such. Why does this seem so different? Hello, I'm Marta Rose. I'm here for the summoning request. Is anyone here? With no answer, you walk in. The lighting is very dim. You walk into a living room and you step into some liquid. Clean up in aisle 5. What is this? You know, check with your finger. Blood? This is blood? Someone is in the living room by the source of the blood. It's a man next to a body cut into hundreds of pieces. You feel sick. Well, look what the blood brought in. The display demon? The summon proves he needs to be disposed of. I've had a lot of time on my hands, so I thought I'd dice him nicely. Wouldn't you agree? Who are you, you monster? Haha, you mean the House of Grovery never mentioned me? I'm hurt. I'm freed, and I'm going to be exorcising you. I work for a demon slaying organization, and you are my next victim, said Freed. You're an exorcist? Yes, and you're some fresh meat. I'll toy with you for a while, then slice you, laughed Freed and ready to sword and gun. Sword of light. This isn't good. I don't know what my chances are, but I got to stand my ground somehow. But you must. Right, sorry. You ready your sword. I can't lose. But you must. You are in for a long night. Not long night. Possibly your last, he says. You clash swords. He tries to overpower you, but you try 7 times to counter strike. No luck. With your muscles tense, you couldn't get a proper feel for it. When you take a step back to try a power swing, he shoots you in the kneecap. Ah, bitch, all that hurts. Oh. These bullets were blessed by another top exorcist. Oh, is someone doing okay? You got up eventually, but you're limping. I'll be. Ouch. Fine. Oh, someone looks like hell. Proper place for a demon, wouldn't you say? He said, turning his head. You're a sadistic bastard. That's the most lovely thing I've heard all day. This guy could go fuck himself. Now let me give our proper thanks. He fires another round charged with the sword. The bullet missed, but you got a sword to the ribs. What a shame. One who wields the. Why do I. Why do I never remember my own name? Storm Harbinger, I'm pretty sure. Betrayed. I forget my own. Sorry, I'm going to be going back and forth with names for swords, so forgive me if I can't keep it straight. No, I'll just call it this from now on. Hopefully, I remember. Misery's End. One who wields the misery. No, that doesn't even sound right. Who wields the betrayer, but not properly. Not as fun as I thought it would be. The lightest sword for the quickest swing. How terrible, he mocked. Then the summon circle shined in the room. Everyone appeared at once. That's great. Nice of you to join us. I was just in the middle of something with this panty waist, but the gangbang is here, so that's good. Said Freed. You make me sick, said Konako. Thanks for the compliment, Freed said, laughed. Suck it, she cringed. Shut that mouth of yours. Even Issa isn't that bad, said Kiba. Clashing swords. What's that supposed to mean? asked Issa, embarrassed. Take it as a compliment. You two aren't being compared, said Rias, watching everything transpire. Good point, Issa sighed. You get up. It's hard to stand, but you couldn't let Kiba do all the work. You pick up your sword and you fall to your knees. The pain from the bullet was leaving you screaming in pain. Archer, it's okay. You've done enough, someone said from behind you. Xenovia, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I had you go alone. I'll bring you to Ozzy and I'll take care of him, she said. Her and Rias helped you over to Asia, where Konako and Akino were on guard. The healing process started as Kyo and Xenovia took turns trying to shake him down. For a few minutes, it was no good. The only thing to do was retreat. Rias casts her circle and teleports everyone back to Issei's house. Ah, made it home at last, said Rias, smiled Rias, looking around the living room. Right, I'm going to wash myself. You throw your sword down in frustration and walk up the stairs. You just soaked your entire body when Akano popped in. Dirty, aren't we? She licked her lips. Akano, you need anything? You panic. You need help scrubbing you out? She asked. I got it, thanks. You reply. Even though you were in the shower, she was making you sweat. Okay then, knock on my door when you're done. She closed the door behind you. Geez, she was about to give me a heart attack. You just randomly walk in on someone in the bath and flirt with them? That's not. No, I totally get that. That thought. You quickly wash so no one else disturbs you in the shower. But for your luck, no one even knocked it, let alone came in their birthday suit. After getting in some pajama pants and a nightshirt tee, you climb into bed. Zenovia's waiting. You feeling okay? She asked with sorrow written on her forehead. I'll be okay. I just need to get stronger. All right, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. The same goes for you. I'll wait up for you while you're in the bath. Thank you. I'll try and be quick, she smiled. You get up and enter Issei's room. Rias is joining him on his bed. Sup, Archer, he asked, waiting for Zenobia to get out of the bath. Question for you, Issei. Go for it. What's it like being here when you first started? Honestly, I thought I was going to die multiple times. I thought my pace at the time showed little improvement, but hard work and confidence was key, he winked. And that's my Issei. He originally took all pawn spots, but after cutting strings, we had a free spot for you. Take this as a way to fight. I want all my servants to be happy. Said Rias, hugging Issei in her chest as he loved every moment of it. Thanks. Good night, you two. He said, closing the door behind you. He's trying, right? Smiled Issei. That he is. I must admit I'm impressed. Although he may not have a ceiling as high as you. Hey, Rias, give him some credit. He's gifted, but he needs to find his edge. Let's cuddle. Rhea smiled as she fell back onto the bed. All right, sorry. Someone came in, so that's why I was. All right, so you get back to your shared room, and Asia's waiting. She's sitting on the bed. Oh, hey Archer, where's Xenovia? She asked shyly. In the bath. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute? You sat on the bed alongside her. Yeah, something wrong? She was concerned. I just want to say thanks for healing me. I'd be kicking rocks in a hospital bed without you. It's no problem. I'm so glad I can help. Everyone can tell you're angry with getting hurt. Is there any way I can help? Asia's face fell. Well, would you be able to help me dodge attacks, you sigh? I can't, but maybe Rosai can. She smiled. Who's Rosai, you ask? A green light appears, and a little blue dragon is cuddling towards Asia's chest. Archer, this is Rosai, my familiar. Hey, Rosai, I'm Archer. Zap. Ah, you fell, scream and fall to the floor. Nice to meet you too. The little sprite dragon zapped you with his lightning breath. Rosai, you naughty boy, you have to be nice to Uncle Archer. He means no harm, just like Issei, soothed Asuya to the little menace. He's cute, but packs a mean punch. So he's helping you? Is he helping us, you cough? Yeah, tomorrow morning sound good? Asked Asuya. Can you wake me up? I don't want the alarm to wake Xenovia. I have the side that's towards the floor. Yes, I can. You know what time that is, of course, she giggled. 4:30, don't remind me, but it's for my own good. Zenobia comes in, she's wrapped in a towel, she has an angry slash jealous look on her face. Am I interrupting something? She taps her foot. I was just checking on him. He did take a few bullets, just a final touch or so, Ossia bluffed. And how is he? She said bluntly. If he's not 100%, he's close, she replied. I'm heading to bed. Good night. Ossia slowly closed the door behind her as Zenobia stared at you. You two have fun? She snapped. My body is less sore. I feel a little better than I did minutes prior. I'm gonna need it. More steps ahead. Oh, really? And what would that be? What's your game, Archer? She said while putting on her panties. Game? Please tell me you're joking. You ponder. Well, Akano walked into the bath while you were in it, and Ozzy was in here, and you two were on the bed. Spill it. Do you have a thing going on? She said, putting both hands on your shoulders. You turned away, frowning. No, it's not like that. I don't have affection towards them, if that's what you mean. Oh, well, okay. So no secrets? None. So time for bed? She smiled. Indeed it is. We both had a hard night. You lay back. Well, I think you had it worse. You best be more careful, she proposed. No, I know I'm a little fast with a sword, but that doesn't mean I can block a bullet from close range. He shot my freaking knee. No need to get excited. I just don't want my bed getting hurt. You blush. Thanks. Cuddle time? Please. I want to see how many more of these chapters I can get in. I got to chapter 3 without really trying to get only to chapter 3, but it's just because I was so tired at the time. I kind of still am, but that's fine. Um, Chapter 4, Dragon Dance. I want to see if I can get up to maybe at least 10 or so. I think that's my goal. It was 4:30 a.m. when Asya gently shook you awake. You slowly moved to make sure Zenobia stays rested. Getting dressed was almost a challenge, making sure the zipper and closet door wasn't too loud. You leave a note on your side of the bed. Dear Zenobia, sorry I couldn't be by your side this morning and help you with your morning routine. I left 2 hours ago. See you at school. Archer. The training was at the school grounds. Asya had Rosai in her arms, stood by you as you were about 20 feet away. Rosai stared you down. I hate saying this, I feel like a bad uncle, but do your worst, dragon. You ready up looking at his movements? You struck lightning at your feet. You jump and barely dodged it. Running like crazy, Rosai shows no mercy. After 3 more strikes, you get vaporized when he hits you in the chest. You fall flat on your butt. Ouch. Rosai 1, myself 0. You slowly get back up. All right, buddy, let's go again. This time, Rosai starts flying around. You have to predict his movements and move out of the way of close strikes. After a few more attempts to shock the life out of you, Rosai shoots a bolt of lightning right to your lower back. You fall flat on your face as your whole body is paralyzed for a minute. Okay, thanks, you two. I think we're good. You get up and limp to the bench Ossie is sitting on. Good game, little buddy. Maybe next time I can keep it interesting. Rosai flies over and wags his tail against your face. He then disappears. He's not supposed to like other males, but you must have taught him something, smiled Ossia. Let me heal you up. Class is in a few minutes. You are the first ones in class. Your white school shirt untucked and a black t-shirt underneath. You fall face first on the desk until Issei, Matsuda, and Morohama walk in. Hey, where the hell were you in Aussie this morning? Asked Issei. Oh, hell no. You're just going to take that, bro? That's cold, son, said Matsuda. Explain yourself. You got in my eyes 3 girls targeting you. What'd you do? Asked Monohama. You look up. I'm tired and smell like a burnt steak because Aussie and I were training this morning. I'm sore, so I'm going to rest here for a while. You plant your face again. Zenobia walks over. Hello, anyone home? Hey, Zenobia. Good morning. You say as you look up. Little late for that. Come on, really. I left a note. I'm sorry. I suppose, but why? She sat on your desk. I was training. Oh, that's all then? Okay, sorry if I thought something else. She walked away. Dude, what the hell? Seriously, something is up with her. I don't know, but it's driving me nuts. Well, I hope she doesn't think I have a thing with the other girls. That'd be awful. I Judging based off anime logic, it kind of feels like that because like For those who've seen High School DxD, a bit of time or so at certain points after Xenovia was introduced and eventually becomes becomes the other knight with Kiba and Rias's in the House of Gremory. After we have an instance, I believe it's season two, could be season three if I'm remembering this wrong. Pretty sure it's season two though, where it was after it was they were cleaning up the pool or something like it was usually the like Sona's, I think I'm saying her name right, her like group club's job or whatever, but Reese's group was given club was given the task, and that apparently after they did do that they would have it to themselves for a while, like a few weeks or something like that. And at some point Zenobia finally got managed to get her swimsuit all together and whatnot, and then she tried to it's like partially funny. It's more fucked up if you think about. She tried to force Issei to get, I guess, get her pregnant or something like that. And then there's some other points where, like, I'm pretty sure it was where in the most recent season of High School DxD, where when they were in Kyoto, Japan, Issei and Asia were in a closet kind of thing together because he was hiding away from his dude bros because they were going to go like peeping as they usually do. Um, but eventually, they were in the middle of kissing, Aussie and Issei, and then Xenovia and Irina came in and then joined them. So it's like that whole thing where like certain points she'll see that and then she'll be joining in and wanting it. When classes are over, you crash on the club couch before anyone shows up. Rias and Akano come in together silently. Akano sits next to you. She grabs your hand and puts it on her chest. How'd they feel? You say seductively. You wake up a little annoyed, tired. Can I get my hand back? Did someone not sleep? She asks, jumping on top of you. Yes, not well. I got up early and trained. And honestly, I can't heal stamina. True, but I can help some way, she licked her finger. Leave him alone, Akano. We have business to attend to, said Rias grumpy. You're no fun today, giggled Akano. Then the others walked in at once. This includes Rasai. You feeling okay? Asked Asia. Ask him, you pointed to Rasai. The sprite dragon was about to zap you, but Asia interfered. Rasai, we're not training like this morning. Be a good boy. She smiled as she then cuddled to her chest. Whoa, dude, you got toasted by Rasai as part of morning training? That explains why you weren't feeling so hot, said Issei. Thanks. Same time tomorrow, Asia? She nodded. Aren't you running yourself into the ground? Asked Xenovia. Debating that. No matter. One day it will pay off, I promise you. Promising what? Zenobia, not knowing what to think of it all. Getting stronger and knowing how to fight others with all my might. Dodge strikes and cut off his head if that's what it takes. I have a legendary sword and might as well use it properly. Then you could do it at night so the room isn't empty in the morning. Waking up today next to a note wasn't the best thing, she found. Asia, we can do nights, right? I think that's better for both of us, she nods again. Anyways, if you are done, I have a job for us. At the church, we need to get rid of a fallen angel or two. Issei, Archer, this team means you two would have the ability get the ability to get promoted. Choose wisely and don't get cocky. For now, you two, Xenovia and Kiba, take the front line. I'm summoning us half a mile away from the church. Everyone ready? As soon as you all are summoned, you are the first to run towards the church. Everyone watches you in shock as you run as fast as you could. In their minds, this didn't seem like you as you verge ahead of everyone. Everyone watch out for Archer. His head isn't in the right place right now. Please watch his back, said Rias. You went in the church alone, standing by the altar where two sexy fallen angels. Hi, I'm Machi, said one, and I'm Mao, said the other, and we're the ones living in this church, they said in unison. And I'm Archer. Promotion to a knight, you yelled. You draw your sword and exhale. From a visible standpoint, you vanished. Once they gasp, you strike and slash Machi's back wide open and clip her wings. She screams in pain. Hey, what the hell was that for? Cried Mao. You stared her down and didn't say a word. You pulled back your sword and you struck again. This time, you faked attacking Mao, went after Machi instead. You cut the rest of her right wing. She screamed in extreme pain. While she is crying in pain, Mao stepped back. She's holding a spear of light, but she's shaking. Fears ran all over her body. You monster! How could you have no reaction to this? You jump up and finish Machi off by cutting her head off, ending her suffering. As soon as she disappears to the afterlife, you then walk towards Mao. It's devil, you bitch, you said calmly as you throw your sword at her. She takes flight and bursts through the stained glass window and goes out of sight. When you knew she wasn't coming back, you pick up your sword. You stand in front of the altar with your legs crossed, holding your shoulder with one hand and having it rest on your shoulder. You close your eyes to gather your focus. Suddenly, the door opens. The gang's all here, and then they looked at the destruction of the place, including the black feathers on the ground. Did you do this? As you say, you stand and turn. You stand up and turn. You put your sword away. Half the job, anyway. There was two, asked Rias. Yeah, the others got scared and flew off. It was like ages ago. How'd you do it? She asked, promotion of the night, shutting up and pain. They shivered. What did you do to the other one? Asked Kiba. Slashed her back. Eventually cut off her wing and off with her head to end her pain. I tried to attack the other one, but she ran off. Sounds hot, said Akino. You shook your head at her. Xenovia comes over and hugs you. Is this why you've been working so hard? I guess. Look at your results. You have dramatically improved. Now please come home and get some rest. Yes, ma'am, he smiled. I guess uh, I guess you knew you had something. We guessed you had something. We knew you had something going for you. You have impressed me. Let's take it rather easy tomorrow, said Rias. Thanks, but not just me, but everyone here deserves a day off. Well, from assignments like this, at least. You are summoned back home. Xenovia is the first in line to wash, while you are second to last. You wait until she gets out, towel wrapped around her. She sits on the bed next to you. So what happened in there? She asked, productively letting out frustration. You laugh. Are you okay? Do you feel better? I'll be fine. I'm tired, but that's not it. That's about it. How about you? Schoolwork took a big amount of energy today, but things should be fine tomorrow. Glad to hear it, you smile. I hate that you're still awake, but I'm going to bed a little early. Do you mind? Not at all. I'll grab my stuff, tuck you in, and jump into the bed quietly. All right then. Good night. Good night. You shut the door. Sweet dreams. Only if you knew. All right. Chapter 5. God damn it, I'm getting all these notifications. Oh, cool. Don't know who the fuck that is. Rias had everyone meet at her headquarters. Once everyone gathered around, you all head to the school pool. It was filthy, green water, countless leaves, and who knows if anything was growing in it. So Sea Tree, left us in charge of the pool. But once it's clean, we have a while for this to be all to ourselves. Sound like a plan, said Rias. Yeah, swimming pool. I live for the pool. I can't wait to see everyone undressed. I mean, I can't wait to get back to work, said Issei, slipping up. Perv, mock Akino, Konako, sorry, angrily. Got you there, man. You laugh. After you changed into your gym clothes, so you didn't care if they got dirty or not, Issei found some trouble. Apparently, he and Akino were a little intimate while she was draining the dragon power from him. Rias was really jealous about it. When they finally joined you for scrub duty, thanks to you using brooms instead of doing it by hand, it was done in less than an hour. Then it was pool time. You and Kiba were the first ones to splash. It was a long time since you were able to swim, but it was one thing you can never forget how to do. Issei was teaching Konako and Asia how to swim, and you were just taking a few long, slow strokes. It made your body feel great. Zenobia was taking extra time to put her on her suit, so she missed out on a lot of it. When Rias and Akano got into a heated argument, you met her by the locker rooms. Hey, where you been, Zenobia? You missed half the fun. Put on this never wore one. Well, you do look beautiful, but all that time for two pieces of fabric, you wondered? You're right. I've been doing some thinking. Can you hear me out? Yes, of course. Anything for you. I would like you. This is what I was referring to with Issei and Xenovia. What? You cry? She throws you in the pool closet. You slam into a case of the boards and she closes the door behind her. You didn't give me any answer. I want to make a baby with you. She stepped towards you. A baby? Why so sudden and why me? You asked, starting to sweat. Now that God is dead and I'm no longer in the church, I felt an emptiness. It's like purpose was gone from me. I thought something that would replace that would be motherhood. Something I never thought until recently that I would ever have. I thought you would be a candidate because you are strong willed. The way you are determined, your mindset, and the way you carry yourself, I admire. She takes off her bathing suit top and sits on top of you. Oh my god. I'm sorry I don't have any experience with men. Just touch me, please, anywhere you'd like. All I ask is your seat inside. This is over. You held her by her wrist. Zenobia, I can't go through with this. She gasped. Are you rejecting me? A tear filled her eye. I'm sorry, but not like this. I thought you would feel similar to what I feel. You frowned. She hugged you, and her breasts were pushed against your chest. You blushed. What do you feel? She asked. I love you. He said, squeezing her in a hug. She gasped. You mean you want to be in a relationship with me? Yes, I do. You go nose to nose with her. But can you at least? You kiss her. She kisses back and your lips lock, but only for a moment. Which one of you care to explain? Said Reese in the open doorway. You scream in fear. Sorry, Zenobia. Jesus. The virginity of him belongs to me. Issei is the follow, said Akino. Issei, you're so mean. I would have done it, screamed Asia. Oh boy, this is going to be a rough night, said Konako. So are we going to make a baby or not? We don't have all day, said Zenobia. Are you crazy? You can't force your eggs on someone. You want to make a baby? Yelled Issei. Everyone gasped. Back at Issei's house, everyone crowded the living room. Issei, did you pass your perverted ways onto onto Archer? Asked Rias. Perverted? He was just trying to make a baby with his girlfriend, explained Zenobia. Is this true? Snapped Rias. Yes, I'm her boyfriend. And no, we're not making a baby, Sweat dropped. Akino sobbed. I thought he was mine. Hands off, he's mine. A summoning circle appeared. Maybe now seems like a good time, said a voice in the circle. Brother, gasped Rias. Hello, Rias. I'm glad to see you're doing well, he said. Sir Zex, it's a pleasure to meet you, you proposed. Archer Rose, right? You're the only one that has ever had strings pulled to fit on the board. I'm impressed. You are a top-notch pawn, said Sir Zex. It's an honor, said Zenobia. I didn't believe my sister when she said the wielder of Durandal joined our ranks, but welcome aboard. Use it well, he smiled. Thank you, sir. It's been great being here. I learned so much and even found more purpose, she replied. What would that be? He asked. A boyfriend who's motivating and protects me, she blushed happily. Archer, chimed everyone. Guilty as charged, you blushed. So what are you here for? Asked Rias, worried. Open house is close by. Oh, and this counts as work. We'll have to find a place to stay, but we can hang around for a bit. Sir Zek smiled. Spend the night here if you need to, said ESCA boldly. Well, that's nice. Yeah, my thanks. Sir Zek smiled. Regis wasn't thrilled about the idea at all. Sir Zex was drinking with Issei's parents as everyone headed to the rooms. You could hear Irias and Asia fighting over Issei through half the hallway. Akino and Kokono tucked it in early, and there laid you and Zenobia in bed. You know about this baby business, said Zenobia. What about it? I can wait. Really? Yes, I gave it a thought. Oh boy, what is it this time? I want to love and be loved in return. Meanwhile, one day I do hope to have a family. Yeah, mine. So I was scared. I was so scared to tell you, Zenobia. You blush. To say you want me to be your girlfriend? That and I love you. I haven't used that L word in years. I see, and I love you too. She kisses you. You taught me those words. Now, please, boyfriend. I'm so tired. I'm tired. So cuddle me. Yes, ma'am. You walk into class the next morning to see Issei's two best friends blasting in the face. Traitor! They screamed. Issei recovered and was sitting at his desk. Yo, man, how do you do it? You got chicks begging for you, and I'm a just brother over here," said Matsuda. "Remember the time you hit me? What the hell is that about?" said Issei. You got Xenovia to join your club. Please tell me you two don't have a thing going on, said Motohama. Sure thing, have at it, said Issei, waving him off. You walk in the door and Zenobia jumps in your lap for a hug for a hug and a kiss. The three guys had their jaws drop in disbelief. Hey honey, what took you so long? She asked you. Nothing important. How's your day so far? You smile and put her down. You freshening out my day. I'm well. Glad to hear you blush. I'm not sure what we'll be planning for today, but maybe I can do something special for us. Me like a date? She beamed. All for you. She grabbed your face into a kiss. You're so sweet, and so are your lips. The three stooges sat there in jealousy, and some of the girls just sobbed. The girls looked at you, second in line to date behind Kiba, which said a lot. But it was official not only to you, but for everybody. Added even Asia jealous due to the fact she was single, and Issei was beyond dense. Fair. I mean, but also I can say there is a whole story with Asia by Relentless, which honestly I never thought of it initially to do. But I'd be more than willing to do that whole story of with Ostia, the whole Ostia kind of story. Because I can say, yeah, you say more often than not, and it's kind of been seen throughout the series. At times, he seems to understand that certain people he's surrounded by care about him and love him, but obviously, at least in terms of I don't know about all the light novels and all that, but or visual novels and whatnot, but based off just like most recent season of High School DxD, he seems to be in a full on maybe relationship with Rias, but like it's like the thing of Akano, Konako, and Asia. Not really Xenovia and enough, I would say, but mainly those three were trying to help Issei feel like get past Rainier, his first ever girlfriend, who, if you know High School DxD, went on a date with him and then killed him, and then he was seemingly resurrected as a devil, which he wouldn't know until the next time he wakes up in the second time or whatever after he woke up the first time, wakes up in bed and is set near a naked Rias. So instead of last chapter, like majority of X reader platforms, I haven't read. I got more to go. I eventually have the clay scene in our class, and I don't think I will end it until Archer gets back at those fallen angels. Reason why I'm not having the X character take the big hero role is because I'm not taking anything away from Issei in the battle department for the most part. I've just juggled many things, but I got an idea in mind. So this is like a little like admin or author's note at the end of this chapter, basically saying that he's not trying to take Issei out of it completely, which is I think the whole point of it. I'd say is that with this and many of the other ones, if you have a main character in there, you're not trying to like fade them out. Like I could give an example: the Reen story. Ichika, as dense as the fuck as he is, he's still involved in it. It's just that with these certain stories like this, Laura, male reader, and then Charlotte, male reader, it's more about the character or the reader being the main focus of the certain female character compared to the main guy. In that case, each guy. In this case, it's Issei, since in this case technically our character, your character is more like the second like protagonist, male protagonist, really, if you think about it that way. So again, we'll see how many chapters. I think I've gone more than, how long did I go last time? 16 minutes, which is very short, like most if not all my other recordings. Well, let me see. I'm looking. I have this still up. Like my first part of reading the Rias X Reader one, 43. When I read the whole story of A Filming Love, Rias Grammy X, read my character, an hour, 47 minutes for Asuna. First part for Stella and Aaron, 30 minutes. 33 for the first wrestling part of a wrestling story, an hour and 43 minutes for Tegan Knox X, my rail wrestler OC. 46 minutes for first part of Liv Morgan, Ruby Riot, my character. 50, almost an hour for Rhea Ripley X, my character. Um, 43 minutes for the first part of Alexa Bliss X James Storm. 40 minutes for the first part of Liv Morgan X Alex Frost. Double Ramen, Lin Huang, Reen X Scott King, an hour and 11 minutes. First part of Lar Bodewig, story, 48 minutes. To read the whole entire love triangle story, I put it, an hour and 50, so nearly 2 hours for that. So, like I said, some of these you could take a long time with and like reading out, and some of them you kind of have to do it in certain ways, the short burst. It just depends mostly with how you want to read it. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna try, keyword try, get to 10, and then I'm gonna stop. I think they'll be long enough, and then I want to try to finally finish the Laura story. And I'm hoping to finish. I'm gonna go through all of the, what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, the Charlotte story, and then I'll figure something else I want to read out. Probably, I may actually I'll make a thumbnail real quick, and then I'm gonna uh, fe- read out, start to read out Asia's whole thing. Part of me kind of wants having a whole playlist separate for some of these bits, so that it's because like for example, I have one of wrestling fanfic. I have that whole thing, and it's the 6 parts I've done so far, like 6 videos. one reading a whole story and the other five being part ones of everything. And I believe, let me, yeah, oh yeah, I see. I even have the section for like where I put some of these. I will put those parts in there, I'm pretty sure. Um, and that's when I get to that. Like I have to start reading the Konako and Akano one. Um, but yeah, it's like part of me kind of wants to do stuff like that where I can spread it out a little bit better. But yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyway, sorry for rambling. Chapter 6, date night. It was morning time. Open house was happening at the school, so you and Xenovia were up a few minutes early. You helped her with her bras. You both got dressed as usual. Hey, Archer. Yeah. How's the kiss? I have no experience with men, so I'm curious. I have no experience with women. This was my first kiss. I can't compare, but I did enjoy it. It was sweet tasting. She blushed. I'm glad. You make me rather happy. At school, every student seemed a little worked up. Some found it embarrassing having how their parents brought giant cameras to class for the open house, like to record them. I assume. Even Rias felt the humiliation on her part. As predicted, Issei had some trouble as well. It was art class, and every student was handed a container of clay. You had the ability to do whatever you desired. Question is, what in the heck do you mold? You look over, and you were the one of the few that hadn't started molding. But then Issei got the class's attention. He made a fully accurate, accurate, detailed sculpture of Rias. It had her curves and looked just like the real Rias. Then you closed your eyes and thought about your girlfriend, and in a snap, you had a non-lewd version of a small Xenovia statue. My, said Rias. Honey, thank you. I don't know what to say, said Zenobia, shocked. You say you made the new guy catch perverts, said some of the girls. Outside the school, Rias and Zenobia were grateful for their personal art pieces, but Akina was a little jealous. Of course she would. She was a little she wanted one as well, and she was going to persuade if she had to. Hey, Archer, you say, would you two want to do me a favor? She asked. What will it be, you asked? Maybe a statue of me. Not sure how I did the first one, but how do you expect yours? You replied. I'll get naked and you can feel my body. I want my boobs, curves, and a firm ass to be accurate. Akino licked her lips. Zenobia held her arm in front of you. Not this one. Do I need to use my hands? Asked Issei. You can do whatever you like, naughty boy, winked Akino. Issei got excited. When do we start? You don't, snapped Rias and Asia. Just kidding, I can't, said Issei in disappointment. Aw, you men are full of disappointment today. Akino blushed and licked her finger. Zenobia leads you behind the school to get a moment of space together. I'm sorry, but I don't like the look she's been giving you. It's making me rather upset, Zenobia sadly. I understand. She's making me a little uncomfortable, really. Sorry if she's bothering you. She is. She just wants to get touchy with someone I treasure. I hope this isn't too much, she blushed. Not at all. I'd feel the same if someone's trying hitting on you or smacked your ass, anything like that. And besides, it's date night. Date night? She puzzled. Come on, let's go somewhere nice. I got a peace of mind. I got help from Rias. You hold her hand and run together, giggling. Downtown, there's a rather good restaurant. Thank goodness for Rias's help of you, or you'd be washing dishes for weeks. Is this what you would call a date? Treating me to a nice place and spoiling me? She asked. I'd do anything, almost anything for you. I took blows that knocked me out, and I'd do it again and try to get stronger tomorrow. I feel undeserving. She blushed, but why? Now, not what. Now, now, what should I now? No, what should I give what can I give in return? She said sadly. I probably fucked that up. Listen, bright eyes, you give me something that you can't put value on, and that is courage, trust, commitment, and love. You motivate me to get stronger as a person, not just as a servant under the house of Grimmery. Archer, I love you, she said softly. Well, I do more. Let's enjoy tonight. Cheers. To us, Kling. After some great eating, it was time to sightsee. You both walked over to a bridge. The sunset was in the perfect view. I've never seen something so beautiful, she said in awe. Issei showed me this. Knew I had to bring you. Do you see what I see here? You asked with a smile. It's good, a good, quiet, a good kind. No way of disturbance, she replied. This is peaceful. A place where I don't think, nor do I have to. It's just us, Nova. Being short and cute with me, she said seductively. Cute. Right, you smirked. Very well played, she replied. Xenovia. Archer. You hug her near the love handles and kiss her. The kiss was starting to deepen, but there was trouble. Aw, this is my favorite spot. Saying someone has to be unfaithful to me, mocked Asami. You, what do you want from me this time? I see you're cheating on me. You were supposed to be mine. Well, betrayer to be exact. But, sorry, girl, I'm Asami. The one that put two spears through him not too long ago, laughed. Asami laughed. I'm very upset with you about that, said Zenobia, drawing Durandal. Oh, so you are the keeper of that one. Pity, I thought the wielder was pretty. You take that back, or I'll do what I did to the other fallen angel, you snap. I heard you chop one's head off, but I'm too good to fall for that. Aren't you just a sacrifice piece or something? Uh, Asami mocked. Promotion tonight. Oh, let's go, Xenovia. Right behind you. You agree. Right beside you. You agreed. You vanish in her mind because of your speed, and you dodge jab dozen times into Asami. At this moment, a summoning circle appears on the bridge. Rias and everyone just watches you and Zenobia fight. Asami screams in pain. How can you do this? You're a panty waist. How do you manage this? Love, support, and confidence, and strength, of course. And I'm not done. Ha! You turn around and strike her left wing. She now has trouble flying and is forced to land. Running hard, you elbow her across the jaw. Blood spits everywhere. Zenobia charges up and finishes the cut to her wing. Asami is screaming murder. But how? No one could have this strength. A mere sacrifice piece, she screamed. Actually, a pawn can't be promoted to any piece besides the king. In this case, he was fast already. His knight promotion makes it him fast as lightning up to a point. Better do your research, laughed Rias. Night, fast as that? I'm screwed, she said. You walk up to Asami and turn around. Any last words? Son, it's good to see you, said a voice. Mother? Just like Issei's case, he had a fallen angel transformation. Honey, I didn't want this for you. Your father and I wanted a normal life for you. You can if you just give me your sword, she said. Why would you do this? Why impersonate my mother? Dear, I'm doing my job as a parent to protect you. I didn't want a sword getting in the way of finding a home, she smiled and teared up. I have one. I don't buy it. Please shut up. You start to break down and cry. Lady Rhea, shall I? Asked Zenobia. Don't. It's not our place, she replied. Mother, I love you. Please forgive me. Perish. You throw your sword like a javelin and it goes through her chest. Asami screams in pain as you walk over to her. You forcefully remove the blade. She screams from the massive pain. Sword in hand, you rub the blade against her neck. I love my mother, but not you. Slice. Asami's body disappears and you fall to your knees. Zenobia jumps to your side and hugs you. She has no intentions of letting go. Archer, I'm sorry you had to go through that, said Rhea sadly. You get to your feet. Sorry, I fought her mostly on my own. Are you okay? Asked Xenovia. I will be. I love you, Nova. I love you too, honey. You give each other a good kiss. Congrats, you two, said Issei. Yeah, now only if someone would notice me, said Rhea. Hey, Rias. Yes, Archer. I just want to say that I have conquered my inner demons, found love, and I am useful in the House of Gremory. You helped me to be happy, something my mother, whether that was her or not, could have never done. Thank you. It's my job being the master. You're welcome. And Nova now is it? Rhea smiled. Zenobia blushed. Stop, that's his doing. I see. But hey, that things are only bound to get better in the long run. Let's have fun until the next event occurs. We can swim, laugh, or find the fun jobs, cheered Rias. From that day is when you followed Rias to her path of being the proud head of the House of Gramarye, and Issei's path to being the fallen angels. You're going to have this time last as long as possible. And you and Zenobia are going to be right at each other's sides, and no human, devil, or fallen angel is going to get in the way of things. Yeah, see, he even just put now with Issei involved. Sorry, again, someone came in. Sorry if there's some points it's either quiet or you don't hear anything. I apologize. All right, see, admin note here. Now with Issei involved, I don't think it would be right to have the X character have the leading role. It's a love story, and Ria's having an extra piece. I changed some events so it could all fit, such as Issei's second house in the beginning. This is it for this story, but I'm glad I made it long enough. Unlike some of these one page and done pieces, my Kurumu one is meaning from Rosaria and Vampires, over 30 chapters, and I'm not done. It's on here if you want to check it out. But anyone's so I guess in that regard, it seemed that Relentless. Don't know if you see my channel or not, but it seemed he almost was just going to be done with that chapter, the last one, I think, with chapter 6. It seemed he was going to just be one and done kind of thing, or at least with 6 chapters. But no, he kept going, and I appreciate that. Chapter 7 together. I'm going to read this author's note. Hey guys, I'll tell you how this happened. 11 p.m. at work on lunch, I put the update chapter asking what you guys wanted. I had no idea it would become this huge of a deal. Granted, it's very hard because Xenovia is by far a confusing character, but I just jot down some notes and found a direction where to go. He says, I also have an Irina story coming up, which from what I have planned with my shit with me with my friends or whatnot, should be another one of my favorites. And that is one I do enjoy. I don't know if I plan to read that one yet or not. So as I kind of was saying, so whenever I stop here, I'm then going to record the last bit of Laura's story, and then I think I'm gonna probably my mind what I'm gonna do probably is start reading out Charlotte's, and then either I'm gonna start reading out Konako's or try to continue either the Rias story, my pawn, or Stella's, or I'll start Akano or whatnot. So I'll figure something out, and then like I said, I'll probably try to figure something out and make one for Asia as well. Because in my opinion, if we're not counting just based off of what how often you can think you bring them up or whatnot, it's like if I had to. This is kind of off topic. Say my favorite female characters in terms of High School DxD. If I had to list any of them or have to do having to number them, like because honestly, all of them they could be interchangeable, and that's not a diss to any of these characters. It's literally just my thought that a lot of them they could be whoever really. So like it's Rias, Akano, Kanako, Xenovia. I can see the AJ or Relentless point of view that she is a very confusing character, which makes sense because that's kind of how she is. She's confusing. She's perverted at times too. So yeah, so like Rias, Akano, Asia, Kanako, Xenovia, Irina. Um, mainly them, I'd say, or like favorite female characters here. All right. Anyway, so we're at chapter 7 together. So you and everyone get back home after the emotional damage at the bridge. Zenobia wrapped around you. You okay? I'm better now, although I don't know what exactly happened to my parents. I've been worse. No fear, no tears, just cheers. You look up and smile at her. Thanks, Nova. So then, how was your date before the bad episode, asked Rias. I enjoyed dinner. You, Archer? No doubt in my mind. He holds Zenovia's hand. She happened to blush and not know it. Why does my face feel warm? She asked. Blushing? Yeah, me too. She looks up and starts to feel warm. So this is what empathy feels like. Love, Nova, love. So this is love. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. tell me tell tell me what, boyfriend. Do you wish to cuddle? You smile and kiss her. Don't want to be rude. Night everyone, I think we're packing it in. Night guys, Wavy say. You and Zenobia race to the room playfully. You beat her to the door and and you look at her. She's starting to act rather different. Since you've known her, she has been very confusing to figure out, which makes sense. That's kind of how it is. But after the whole baby conversation and date, she's been very girly. Instead of quiet, simple and melancholy, she's been giggling and affectionate. It was a sweet turn for her. As you both got ready for bed, as you face her under the covers, she has a shirt on since it's not bedtime and you just look into each other's eyes, wondering who talks first. So, how's it like being together? It's nice having one of these things. Does it mean I call you boyfriend? Refer to me as one? Yes. And I'll refer to you as my girlfriend. Wow, wonder how everyone feels. Irina too. Irina? Well, then I worked for the church. She was my partner and best friend. I joined Rias after I found out the truth. I felt like if I needed a new purpose. I felt the same living at the orphanage. But how about we set goals for ourselves? Being what? Quite sure I understand. We'll live our lives happy, get to know the world better, enjoy things, and we'll take things slowly. I like your thoughts on this approach. I agree. Let's better ourselves and see if we can make this work. Shall we turn in? Good idea. Want a proper kiss first? On the lips, preferably. Your eyes twinkle when you your arms around each other. Your lips meet, and once they peck, they feel tingly. Is it normal for it to tingle? She asked. Maybe it means affection. Okay, night boyfriend, night Nova. Hey, what's going on here? The surroundings were at the park near the water fountain in the corner. It's just like those 2 nights. Who's there? Son, we have much to talk about. You turn around. Mom? You gasp, begin to shake. Hi, sweetie. Been some time. Rightfully so. So, son, who would you die for? I can't answer that. Her voice changed. Pity. You picked that blue bitch hair, blue bitch haired chick over me, said Asami. You bitch. I promise you, round three will end in my favor, boy. Kiss my ass. Screw you and your cruel types. Screw? Speak of which, I took care of your pregnant girlfriend. You what? I said it. It was Issei's too. She loves me. Him and his dragon power too. I call bullshit. You raised your sword, at least try to. There was nothing there, not even their sheath. Huh? What? Too slow. A spear of light stabbed you through your chest. You wake up and hit the floor. Thud. You blink your eye a few times and look at the clock. It was just about 6 a.m. Damn, what a nightmare. You wipe the sweat off your face as Xenovia's out like a light. She was a heavy sleeper, but you get up and head to the bath again to wash your face real quick. Although, probably should have knocked. Oh, hey, you. Did you wake up early to wash my back and brush my hair? Asked Akano. Oh, man, I've done it now. Sorry, just had a nightmare and thought I should wash up. Should have knocked. You looked away. Yeah, it's alright. We can wash together, she giggled. Say what? You're welcome to do so. You close the door leaning against it, then breathe deeply a few times. Well, then, kitchen sink. Then you go to an empty kitchen to wash off your face. Granted, the sink is bigger than the bathroom, so you can put your whole head underneath. You scrub your face with some hand soap and use a paper towel to dry off. Then look in the reflection of the front window, once again having company. Oh, hi, Archer, greeted Asia. What's up? Beginning my morning routine. There a reason why your head is in the sink? Nightmare, went to wash my face, awkward scene with Akano, now I'm here. She's the flirty type. Yeah, noted, your eyes enlarged. How's your girlfriend doing? I'm hanging back to cuddle. Hopefully she isn't what she called over. Nova, I was going back to cuddle you for a bit longer. I just had a nightmare and wanted to wash my face before heading to bed. This morning tardy is becoming a habit. Now come to bed. We have a few minutes. Yes, ma'am, you tail behind her. You get to the room and she closes the door and stands in front of it. You sit on the bed and look back. No cuddles? I heard a thud. I chose to ignore it, but didn't know it was you being loud in the morning. I had a nightmare and fell out of bed. Went to wash up. Akane was in the bath, so I just used the kitchen sink. Moment later, here we are. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. I just didn't want to wake you. How about we wake each other if we have nightmares? For you, yes. Me, are you? For you, yes. Me, are you sure? Positive. We're dating now, aren't we close? We are. Right. Work with it. You know that's bold coming from me. I'll take it. Right now, what kind of panty should I wear today? You blush. Must be hearing things. Could you repeat that? What panties should I wear today? And without is it an option? I would hope not in that skirt, but I don't know. Right? I heard boys are into it. Sure, we can go off. All right, I can change with you in here since we're together, correct? I'm waiting outside. Ladies first. You go outside and just like this morning with the bath, shut the door quietly and try to breathe. Man, I'm gonna need tissues. Past tense. Hey, uh, Archer, need these? Rias throws you a box of 50 tissues, a bag, sorry. Thank you very much. Use them wisely. Have a whole thanks, Rias. Don't least bother them. I won't get them back. Noted. Oh, boyfriend. Zenobia opened the door. Gah! She's only in a bra and a different pair of underwear. A see-through small black lace thong. Is this something sexy? You open the box of tissues and wipe the small drip. Yes. Would you like me to bend over? The blood starts to rush. I'm okay. Sure thing. Just remember, I don't care if you steal my panties at home. Just if you put them over your head and throw them in the wash. Where are you getting all these ideas from? Isn't it a guy thing? More like a perv thing. Is there something else men desire? Can we just move along here? You start to sweat. Please do. Okay. She finishes putting on her uniform. Start to step out. Spank. Xenovia? Nova? We can continue this conversation later. Meet you downstairs. Be quick now, love. Where's all this coming from? Is spanking the panties? Yeah. I've been chatting with the girls. That's all. See you. She closes the door. Talking to the. I'm very confused and show great concern. Nova is easily influenced, so it's not surprising. Guess I'll have my guard up. Don't know how far she will go with this, but it's time to rock. I have a woman to take care of and duties to fulfill. Very, very true. What's happening, guys? Surprise, surprise, it's back. I took down some notes and found a direction to go with. It's the two exploring life together, even going on a few requests. A bit challenging, but nowhere near as hard as writing Data Live or Ruby. What would be like what's next? All right, so now I'm gonna stop at. Sometimes when this thing pops. Oh, okay. Apparently, I've only read up to chapter 7 or 8. Wow. Okay, I didn't know. Because usually, if I have read it, when I click vote, it will usually say, "Oh, you voted already." So apparently, I'd voted this before, which I didn't know. Anyway, so manga. What happens when an easily influenced girl picks up a smut novel? Now, what if a girl like Xenovia? Let's just say no lemon warning will be posted. And just a little teaser. I'm going to find where that possible lemon warning. Yep, there it is. Actually, let me read what it says for the lemon warning. Small one, but enough where this is necessary. Scroll down past the next bold text. No plot or story will be affected. So that's basically this is the most funny etchy I think I've wrote today. That's amazing. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this. Definitely, like I said, I'm gonna definitely make a thumbnail and whatnot. Find some art, probably of Ossia, and then figure out what I'll do from there. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this, and see y'all next time.